Hi everyone, in this video we are diving into what a low carb diet is, why it's important and how it can benefit your health. A low-carb diet focuses on reducing carbs like sugar and bread. Instead, it emphasizes higher amounts of protein and healthy fats such as meat, fish, eggs, nuts, seeds, and vegetables. Carbohydrates are typically reduced to 20 to 50 grams per day depending on the specific low-carb plan one chooses. Let's take a look at the meal on the right. This meal is carb heavy, especially with the fries, pizza, and hot chocolate, making it a less suitable choice for people on a low carb diet or those managing blood sugar levels, like people with type 2 diabetes. The fiber content is relatively low compared to a high carbohydrate load. The glycemic index is also elevated, meaning this meal will likely cause a spike in blood sugar. Let's take a look at the meal on the left side. This meal offers a good balance of fiber, healthy fats and proteins with moderate carbs due to quinoa and a relatively low glycemic impact. The quinoa adds some additional carbs and fiber, but it also provides important nutrients like protein, iron and B vitamin. If you're tracking carbs for a low carb or ketogenic diet, you may want to reduce the portion size of quinoa or choose a lower carb alternative like cauliflower rice or zucchini noodles. For people with specific health conditions such as diabetes, a smaller, more consistent amount of carbs per meal might be recommended, somewhere between 30 to 50 grams per meal. Let's take a deep dive to understand why a low-carb diet is important. Number 1. Weight loss. Reducing carbs helps lower insulin levels, which promotes fat burning and weight loss. Number 2. Blood sugar control. Low-carb diets help stabilize blood sugar and insulin levels, making them beneficial for people with type 2 diabetes. Number 3. Improved heart health. By replacing carbs with healthy fats, you can improve cholesterol levels, reduce blood pressure, and lower the risk of heart diseases. Number 4. Appetite control. Reduces hunger and cravings for sugary foods. Let's explore the rationale behind how a low-carb diet works and why it can have a positive impact on health. Number 1. Reduces insulin levels. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, that is sugar, in the body. This triggers the release of insulin. Insulin is nothing but a hormone that helps store excess glucose in form of fat. When you reduce carb intake, your insulin levels drop, which in turn reduces fat storage. This leads to fat burning as your body begins to rely on stored fat for energy instead of glucose from carbs. Number 2. Burns fat for fuel. When you restrict carbs significantly, your body enters a state called ketosis, especially in very low carb diets like keto. Ketosis occurs when your body starts breaking down fat into ketones, which serve as an alternative energy source to glucose. This is why low-carb diets are effective for fat loss, as the body switches from burning carbs to burning stored fat for fuel. 3. Stabilizes blood sugar levels. A low-carb diet helps stabilize blood sugar levels primarily by minimizing large fluctuations in glucose and insulin levels. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which enters the bloodstream. A high-carb meal can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. A low-carb diet limits this glucose influx, preventing large spikes and subsequent crashes that can leave you feeling fatigued or hungry. This can be particularly helpful for people with type 2 diabetes or those at risk of developing it, as it helps control insulin resistance and improve overall insulin sensitivity. Number 4. Suppresses appetite. A low-carb diet can help reduce hunger and cravings for sugary foods, which makes it easier to reduce calorie intake without feeling deprived. Protein and healthy fats, which replace carbs in the diet, tend to be more satiating, keeping you fuller for longer periods and reducing overall food intake. 5. Increased fat burning and weight loss. Reducing carb intakes decreases insulin, a fat storage hormone, encouraging the body to burn stored fat for energy. With less glucose available, the body shifts to using fat and ketones as its primary energy source. Low-carb diets often lead to eating fewer calories due to increased satiety from protein and fat and the elimination of high-calorie processed carbs. Lower carbs intakes depletes glycogen stores, which reduces water retention, resulting in initial weight loss. 6. Energy from fat. Once your body becomes adapted to burning fat for fuel instead of carbs, many people report experiencing more consistent energy throughout the day, without the energy crashes that come with high-carb meals. The transition to fat burning can take some time, but once the body becomes efficient at utilizing fat and ketones for energy, it often results in steady energy levels. Some key takeaways. More carbs consumption results in more glucose, which results in more insulin, which results in more fat storage. A low-carb diet, however, can result in lesser insulin and lesser fat storage and allows more access to our body to these fat stores for fuels instead of utilizing carbs. In simple terms, a low-carb diet limits glucose, lowering insulin levels and reducing fat storage. This forces your body to burn stored fat for energy, leading to fat loss, a faster metabolism, stabilized blood sugar, and improved energy over time. Stay tuned for more such content. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube and Instagram.